Welcome and welcome. How are you today? Okay. Shabbat Shalom. I almost cut my ear off. I would have been like Van Gogh. Vlad again forgot his hair. Here you go, Vlad. Thanks. I put on some classical music. These are rare gems, less known classical music songs. So we have today gathering together. Now this is one of the most important things that we must continue to maintain. And the reason why is because we all have these strengths and weaknesses and different talents, abilities. We are all different parts of the body of Messiah. And we really only function at our highest level when we're all coming together continually. That means as often as possible. And if we're in groups of like 2s and 4s and 10s and what have you, of mature believers that are putting him first, then none of us in these groups are going to be...
Did you say mature?
Mature.
You said mature.
Yeah, I know, but that is actually the way you say it.
Mature.
But it's not M-A-T-C-H-U-R-E, it's M-A-T-U-R-E. So it is mature.
Oh.
So, when we're in these groups of 2s and 4s and 10s and what have you, and all of us are truly like putting the Lord first, we will not allow anything that is of this world or even things in our personal lives or anything at all get in the way of us continually meeting together and continually asking with all of our heart, soul, mind, and strength when we're individually in prayer, when we're not together, and when we are together. We will not let anything get in the way of that, because we will have one goal and we will move together in one accord, in one direction, and we will mourn together and we will rejoice together and we will look forward together and we will continue to be uplifted together, and we will go from strength to strength, from joy to joy. And this is the way that he wants it to be. Now, we have free will, Vlad. Do you have free will?
No.
Vlad doesn't have free will, actually, no. See over here, we have a dragon, kind of a funky looking thing, and then the minion. And this is just a reminder to us all that swords are pointy. And we're going to be watching a video later, actually, where there's a guy that walks around the house with a sword. And there's order in the house because the man in the house is walking around with a sword. I don't know if we should actually do that.
I mean, why not?
It could be a good idea. I'm not sure, but we could try it out.
His thought was, if there was more men walking around their houses with swords, there'd be less problems. And if you think about it, it's kind of true.
It's kind of true,
it's
yeah.
kind of true.
Yeah, because I think...
authority.
Yeah, authority. You see, a lot of children... Commander-in-chief, right. And so, that's the way that if you govern the home, then you govern the neighborhood and the community and the county and the state and the country. And the United States of America could definitely benefit from having godly households, like truly godly households. Not like godly households that are fake and going through the motions, but actually truly honoring the Lord, like the way Miriam of Magdala or Paul the Apostle or Philip. You know, a lot of these people, Stephen, a lot of these people truly, David, King David, yes. A lot of these people, all of these people, they put the Lord first. They truly honored him, they truly feared him, and they truly joyfully obeyed his command as he continued to help them receive that cheerfulness, that joyful, childlike purity of heart and wholesomeness and loving what is right and good and hating what is evil. And when you are in unity with people like this, you're going to experience the Lord's strength, the joy, and you're going to experience wisdom and order and structure. And this is the kingdom of heaven. The kingdom of heaven is orderly and structured, which brings me to the next thing. I was praying like 3 days ago, saying, Father, in heaven, help me to understand that you are a very orderly king. Like you have heaven fully ordered the way that you want it. And all of your angels, they come before you and they stand at attention. They do exactly what you tell them to do without any deviation, is the best to their ability. And the same is our order as well. We are supposed to think, speak, and act as best as we are able in the ways that are pleasing to you and glorify your name and keep us humble in heart and continually serving one another and the body of Messiah so that we do not drift. A lot of people drift.
I love drifting.
Now, drifting in a car is quite fun.
Drifting on a skateboard is fun too, aka power slides.
Yeah, drifting is very good, but when it comes to in the spiritual, there goes the hair. And when it comes to the spiritual, in your spiritual life, drifting is very bad.
Moment of silence, please.
Anyway, so I would like to bring up two things. Number one, how important it is to be united with one another, brothers and sisters in Messiah, and to meet often and to take communion together, the body and the blood, and to be joyful little children dancing before Him and praising His name and thanking Him, and Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom.
I feel the heat from right here.
I know, it's hot. You can't even feel it up there, it's too hot. Right here, you feel it. Right here, you definitely feel it.
Right here, you feel it.
Here, you burn your hand. Here, you burn your hand.
Here, you burn your hand.
Oh, hallelujah.
Here, you burn your hand.
Oh, hallelujah.
Here.
You burn your hand?
Yep. Here, there for like a couple seconds. Wait. Yeah.
No, it's just hot. Lower than this, though, you burn your hand.
Yeah, right here.
Oh, hallelujah. Ah! Hallelujah. Ah. So do not forsake the gathering together, the mature, seasoned, strong and courageous and wise and humble in heart as little children when you're getting together, like I said, on the 2s and the 4s and the 7s, the 8s and the 10s and the 12s. And as many as you can gather together like this and keep each other accountable and love one another as God loves you and continue to go out into all the world and do all the things that He commanded you to do as you're using your gifts together and your talents. Don't do that, Vlad. No ice on the camera. Vlad's got special needs. Stop it. Anyway, Logic and Reason. I received this book. Vlad sinned. But Alright, don't put it out again. There's like water on there. Oh, now the other one out. Stop it. Vlad, grow a brain, Vlad. Dude, stop doing that, Vlad. It's annoying.
Alright, I want to.
If you haven't had children yet, consider really hard before having them. But look at them guns.
Yeah.
Anyway, this book, I was at a place and I was talking to a guy, and right in the middle of talking to him, he's like, "Let me go get my something for you from my car." It turns out he's like a pastor in a church, and he gave me this book called Logic and Reason. He gave this booklet to me after the same day when I was praying to the Lord, saying, you are a God of order and structure, and I want to understand more of like logic and reason and such like that. And that very day, here I am, and a perfect stranger comes up who's a pastor.
When was this?
And he gives me the book. This was 3 days ago.
Where?
Over in Westlake. Anyhow, so also, I and Vlad and all of us who are the body of Messiah need to remember that it's okay for you to have nice things. It really is. You just don't want to put those things above the Lord. They cannot become idols.
What you really want to do is put everything
But
above
we
God.
almost got this car. Now, this is the 2020 Mustang Shelby GT500. We almost got that, and we were thinking, you know what? Because we already have a Shelby, but it's an older one, and we were thinking, you know, this is really awesome. We should do this. And then I asked the Lord. I said, you know what? If it's your will, so be it. I'm happy to have that car. It looks like a lot of fun to drive. It's a lot of fun to drive. We test drove it. We test drove that and the Demon. I know that's not a very godly name.
I love it though.
It's a very, very fast car. But this car here, the 2020 Shelby GT500 is very nice, fun to drive. But, you know, I asked the Lord, you know, if it's your will, so be it. If not, so be it. And we need to remember that us being together and loving one another as he loves us and washing one another and praying fervently for one another, this is numero uno. This comes first. And anything else is just like the little scribblings and bibblings, and we can enjoy life. But
All right, guys.
the Creator is the King, and the King says what goes because he is our lawgiver and our judge. And he is going to be the one at the judgment seat judging us. Vlad's going to turn off the camera. Don't forget to play some football. Football season's coming up. Football's a good game. Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
And God